how I can my lemonade concentrate. So it's like the easiest thing in the world to can, which is one of the reasons why we have so much of it in our pantry right now. You can totally squeeze your own lemons if you want to, but I have found that because the flavor profile is going to change when you can it, because you're pasteurizing the lemon juice, I just buy pasteurized lemon juice. I would not suggest like the ones that are shaped like a lemon that are like $1 in the produce section. If you read the ingredients on that, the first ingredient is water. So you're not going to get the same effect if you start with that. So I specifically look for this brand if I am at Walmart or Target. If you're in Oklahoma, Reese's carries this brand too. Pretty much any grocery store that you go into, higher end, Whole Foods, Sprouts, are probably going to have 100% pasteurized lemon juice, and that's what you're looking for. So one of these will do 2 jars, and I have found that buying lemons and squeezing them myself, it really is pretty close to the same price. So you're really not saving any more, except you're using a lot more time, and that's not worth it to me. So I start with this pasteurized lemon juice, and I'm going to show you what I do. This is so easy. So in a pint jar, which is 2 cups, you are going to fill halfway full with the lemon juice. That right there. There's measurements on the side. I don't really go off of those. I just figure out what about a half is. Anything that's left over, you just kind of even it out. And then you're going to take your berries. So I am doing raspberry right now because that's what I found on sale. I also have blueberry and strawberry, and I start with just whole berries, and then I macerate them. And if you don't know what that means, it's basically just a fancy way to say I add sugar to it and let it sit all day. I like to let mine sit for as long as possible just because it extracts the most juice from the berries, and it's super delicious. So you just take the lemon juice, and do you come in closer and see? Okay, so this is what it looks like. So these started out as a bowl of just whole raspberries that I just poured straight from the container. And then I added sugar to them, and I let them sit for several hours. And it turns into this beautiful mess. So it kind of has broken down, and you see a lot of juice in there, and that's what we want. Okay, so once you've macerated your berries for a few hours, I just put mine in the morning and then let it sit until I'm ready to actually do this. But again, there's not really like a specific time that you need to do it. So you're going to take your jar that has half full of lemon juice and then fill it the rest of the way with your macerated berries. Now, when you make this, like when you're ready to actually do it, this might be sweet enough for you. It is not sweet enough for our family, so I did end up having to add a little bit of sugar when I made it, but that's fine. It's totally to taste. But the beauty in living seasonally and just using what is fresh when it's fresh is you're getting the most flavor out of whatever it is that you're using. So you're able to get really sweet, delicious fruit and use it all year long. So yeah, that's how you make it. And then once you have everything filled up in the jars, I'll show you what to do next. You want to start with warm jars because you're putting them in boiling water. So if you start with room temperature or cold jars, they could bust when you come in there, so you just want to be really careful with that. But you're just going to grab your jars with your tongs and put them in a water bath. You want to make sure that your water is boiling really well. And because these are so acidic, you don't have to pressure can them, which is really nice. Some things that you want to pressure can just because it's safer that way. I'm going to let that sit and let it come to a full rolling boil again, and by that time the jars will be fully heated up. I will put them in and let them can for about 20 minutes. You just want to be safe with it. I would definitely suggest checking out the USDA guidelines, and then whenever they are finished, I'll show you what they look like in there.